So after our last video on the induction hob cooking, which you can see here, wherever you put them, someone in the comments gave me a really good idea to utilise the Truma 6E boiler using just electricity alone. So the idea I had was, can you wash and dry a giant breed dog just using off-grid electricity from the van? But then I had another idea. Can you wash and dry 4 dogs off-grid in a van using a Clayton system? So that's going to take a lot of power, and I had a little wee idea. When I'm driving, why don't I utilise the 900 watt electricity heating of the water as a set off? So what we've done is we've just come to Maxfield Forest near the reservoir. We're going to take the dogs for a walk. I've just drove here for 35 minutes and I utilised the energy that we've been driving with to heat the hot water. Quick test before we left, we were putting in 590 watts from the inbuilt DC-DC charger, and we were pulling just under 900 watts from the heating of the water through the Truma 6E. So I'm going to turn the engine off, see what we've used, and then take the dogs for a walk, get them as muddy as possible, wash them, dry them with a hairdryer, and see how we get on. So just as I was about to pull up to wash the dogs, look at the state of that. The flies are out in force. Gee whiz. So annoyingly, we picked a nice sort of scenic location to do the filming, but I don't know what it is today. The midges are just out in force. Look at that. Wow. I think it's because it's sort of damp ground. There's loads of them. Oh, bugger. So, yeah, it's a cracking location, this, but we'll have to just drive on because that is just going to drive us mad. Wow, look at my arms. They're just crawling all over me. Well, I'm all for filming YouTube videos, but not getting bits of shit. And now there's just little midges all in the van. What do you think, Nova? They were horrible, weren't they? Them disgusting midges. So that was that. We drove further up, but unfortunately I had a call off my dad who's not too well at the moment, so that was more important than filming a YouTube video. But the next day, Katie, who always has the best ideas, you can always tell it's my van, it's got a poo bag hanging from the back of it. Yeah, she had the brilliant idea of going to a private wood. It's about 10 or 20 quid for the hour, and you can just basically let your dogs off to go a little bit loopy because there's no other dogs about. Now this was in St Helens, but if you are watching this and you are, oh, look at Loki there, quality turn. If you're listening to this and you're a little bit closer, give us a shout. Ooh, look at that just dripping, what a scruff. This is like a scene from an 80s detective show where the detective uses 4 dogs to solve riddles and local mysteries. Sorry, Wal. Here they are, ready to solve the problem.
just hold on, let's breathe. Don't wish away the days of your life.
Off we go, starting to wash the dogs. Scrub them all down. Water was still nice and warm. Turned it down a little bit actually. This is Wallace actually climbed inside one of the beds. Nova slowly just getting colder and colder and doing that thing that running dogs do where they slowly turn into the letter C. I think they used to be part armadillo or woodlouse or something, the way they curl over. Donnie just catching me right in the chops there with that. Seems to like the taste of soap. So 230 volt on, air dryer on, and it's time to try and Donnie's not keen on air dryers. Just try and get them dry. We told them off a little bit at the start, but it doesn't quite get them dry. They end up stinking, so give them a good dry off with the air dryer. I think my wig nearly blew off then, but managed to stay on. We just do a little bit of a test. It's low setting 1, and then we put it on 1 there, and then we put it on 2, and then we put it on 2 there. What's this? It's a GHD. Do we know what the wattage is?
1800 to 2100.
And then, so that's 108, then put up to full heat, that's going up to 1300 watt, and then put up to full power, that's going up to 1800 watt. So it's telling you that it'll last 45 minutes, put it down, 1 heat, hour 15, put it further down, yeah, just turn it all the way down now, turn it off. So there you go, just 18% of the battery capacity used because I used that little technique. Who would have thought it? The Truma gas boiler, which also does 230 volt electric heating on either 900 watt or 1800 watt, is a perfect partner with the Clayton LPS because generated power from the DC-DC charging works so well in terms of pushing that through while you're driving, which heats 10 litres of water, saving on your gas. And as I've shown, you could have put that to even hotter, which would mean that you wouldn't use as much hot water to mix with your cold water, which would make your warm water go a lot further. If you are a dog lover or a van lover and you did like this video, please comment in the bottom or like and subscribe. I'm producing these videos and it takes a hell of a lot of time. Hopefully it gives value to you guys. There are some other videos coming out. So I built this vehicle that I'm sat in here. It's a MAN TGE, aka crafted with different badges on, 4x4 automatic van. I kitted it out fully myself and I've used some unusual techniques like the Clayton, which is a bit of a hidden gem, to build the van. And the aim with building this van was, could I build something that felt very, very premium, but actually budgeting in terms of time and also money? So could I build it quicker and cheaper without sacrificing or cutting any corners? That van build series will probably be over about 8 videos where I'll break down what I've done with the floor, some of the little things that you need to do to adapt to the lack of height in a 4x4, because you lose 10 centimeters of height on the floor because of the prop shaft. And I will be showing installation of a Clayton unit inside a Transporter T6.1.